Another GM is making some good moves. We got Brad Stevens bringing Malcolm Brogdon and over
Yes.
from the Indiana Pacers to the Boston Celtics. They had to give up just Daniel Tice, Aaron Neesmith, three nobodies, and a first round pick next year, which wasn't going to be much anyway because they'll be hoping they'll be conference finals at the very worst next season. What did we think about that move for Boston?
I'm giving that. I can't think of any reason to not give that anything but an A plus, besides maybe not finding a way to involve the TPE. That's it. I think this is an A plus move because Malcolm Brogdon was being sought by other teams, and Malcolm Brogdon absolutely fills a major need for them that could be a missing piece for a championship run. So I think the key for the Celtics in this offseason in general was not to do anything drastic, was not to go crazy and do a major retool, but to add on to what they already had and to lose guys that were not like very seriously meaningful players to their championship run and gain a guy like Malcolm Brogdon who adds that shooting that you need and adds that playmaking that can take pressure off of Tatum and adds. I think Marcus Smart is a great defensive point guard and he has his moments as a passer, but Malcolm Brogdon is a much more steady leader of an offense. He's gonna facilitate and distribute in ways that I don't think Marcus Smart always has the right discretion to do so. Absolute A plus.
Yeah, I think it's a great move. Just such a smart. It's almost like a power move from Boston, showing where they are with this team and the moves that they need to make. Just making those small little adjustments in order to give them a better shot at succeeding next year. They got as close as anyone can get this year. And Malcolm Brogdon, I think, as long as he fits in well and he's not injured, obviously injuries will be one thing you might look at with him. But I think it's a great move for Boston. And I think maybe, I know Indiana were looking to shop him. I think they might be kind of wishing they maybe got an extra pick rather than a couple of other players, but this is the way it went. And maybe they can turn Aaron Neesmith into something out there in Indiana. But I think there's not too much to say on their side of things. I think they were happy to shop Malcolm Brogdon, wanted to get the deal done, and they've got it done early. And it's good for them and it's good for the Boston Celtics. So I think it works out. It works out on both sides here.
Okay. I want to give the Pacers. I want to give the Pacers a C here because I think that the Celtics first round pick. I'm just throwing C's out, right? A's and C's, but I think to get the Celtics first round pick, not exciting. To get Daniel Tice, not exciting. To get Aaron Neesmith, he's always been interesting for me. I believed in his shooting in college, but I think this is one of those guys that like you fell in love with their potential and you just keep remembering it, but in reality, like it hasn't shown at the NBA level. It would have by now. That's a long shot, super long shot, and what a 25 to 30th pick next year. That's all you got for a guy who is legitimately going to push the envelope for the Celtics to possibly win a championship. I think that's the way the Celtics look at it. That's not an equal return in my mind. Absolutely not. I think it's an asset grab in a situation, and I wanted to mention this, in a situation where I think the league is on pause because the Celtics did a fantastic job making this move almost like in the middle of the night and when I say night, I mean, when did the trade drop this morning?
Yeah. So yeah,
Something
it's
like
around
that.
that. Yeah.
But right now, like the league is on pause because KD is available, quote unquote available. So nobody's making crazy moves right now, especially adding salary like Brogdon's, because the hope is, hey, maybe we could have Kevin Durant. So when I see news like the Celtics are trying to make a deal, everyone's gotta like really look through the smoke because teams like the Celtics are going to put out words like that to divert attention away from what they're actually doing. Celtics were not going for Kevin Durant. That like it would take way too much. They're not going to blow up their core. They've proven that they're not going to blow up their core, and they're especially not going to go after another guy who they could possibly lose again in a situation like that. So I think that was really excellent by whoever their PR was, like leaking that out. Like they made a move where nobody else was willing to make a move because they thought they could get the big fish, but they got the medium fish that they think can help them win a championship. So A+ on them. I'll say C on the Pacers.
Yeah, that's fair. Like I said, power move from Boston.
Thanks for watching Coast to Coast on YouTube. For full episodes, check out the show wherever you get your podcasts. And for all the best hot takes, subscribe to the Coast to Coast YouTube channel below.